The game clock is ticking down. The crowd is roaring. And suddenly, your favorite athlete goes down with an injury, leaving everyone holding their breath. Moments later, in a small room under the stadium, the team physician studies the diagnostic image. A bone, a joint, a shadow, looking for answers that could decide the rest of the game or even the season. In this episode, we're stepping into the world where speed meets precision, exploring how X-rays and medical imaging have become game changers in sports. From split-second diagnoses to career-saving interventions, we'll look at the moments where the right scan at the right time made all the difference. In the high-stakes world of professional sports, every second counts, and so does every decision. With some of the biggest sports leagues in the world, like the NFL and major European clubs soccer, football, just beginning their seasons, let's look at what happens right after your favorite star goes down. The NFL was one of the first leagues to widely adopt in-stadium X-ray facilities, beginning in the 1980s and becoming a standard in the 90s, but they're now common across major sports, from hockey arenas to Olympic venues. Best of all, they were designed for speed. An injured athlete can be scanned, diagnosed, and treated, and sometimes returned to the game before most fans even know what happened. On game day, X-ray systems in stadiums and arenas allow radiology technologists to capture initial imaging to scan an athlete within minutes, avoiding the hurdles of having to transport them to a hospital or wait for results, saving time and enabling teams to make critical calls on the spot. Can the player return to the game? Do they need immediate surgery? Is the season over? It's important to note that for truly serious injuries, like head trauma, they are handled as emergency cases, and the injured athlete is immediately taken to the nearest hospital or medical center. Some of the most memorable sports X-ray stories aren't just about broken bones, they're about the hidden truths they uncover. In 2004, tennis champion Serena Williams started experiencing knee pain that no physical exam could fully explain. A follow-up X-ray revealed a small chip of bone floating inside her knee joint, an injury that, left untreated, could have ended her season. Because her medical team caught it early, surgeons were able to remove the fragment, allowing her to return to competition in top form. She even returned to world #1 ranking a few short years later. 2 years later, NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal fractured his thumb mid-season. At first, he continued to play through the pain, but a quick X-ray confirmed the extent of the damage. That single image allowed his team to plan the right treatment to save not only their season, but Shaq's career. The Big Diesel went on to play another 5 years in the NBA, and his team, the Miami Heat, even captured the NBA title that same season. Even in baseball, where injuries can be more subtle, X-rays have been game changers. In 2015, Kansas City Royals catcher Salvador Perez took a foul tip directly to his hand during the playoffs. An immediate X-ray in the clubhouse confirmed no fracture, meaning he could safely keep playing, helping his team on their way to a World Series win. On the flip side, X-rays can reveal what some preliminary diagnostics can't. In the 2014 FIFA World Cup, Brazilian star Neymar took a knee in the back near the end of his country's quarterfinal match against Colombia. While he initially tried to continue playing, he ended the match on the sidelines. Post-game X-rays revealed the worst, a fractured L3 vertebrae, ending his tournament and his country's hopes for the trophy. X-ray is even responsible for one of the most fascinating sports injury stories of all time. Towards the end of the 1985 NFL season, San Francisco 49ers Ronnie Lott suffered an injury to his left pinky finger mid-game. He played through the pain, and post-game X-rays revealed a completely crushed fingertip. Remarkably, Lott chose to have the affected portion of the finger amputated rather than undergo surgery, with the X-ray images not only showing the finger was beyond saving under less invasive traditional means, but providing precise guidance for the surgical procedure as well, showing the criticality of sports imaging even almost 40 years ago. At the Olympic Games, athletes train for years, sometimes decades, for a shot at gold. A single injury can derail everything. That's why Olympic medical centers are equipped with state-of-the-art imaging, including X-rays, as well as a team of medical professionals. According to an article on Ant Mini, during the recent 2024 Summer Olympic Games in Paris, a team of 32 radiologists and 32 radiographers made up of licensed, qualified volunteers from the host city were projected to perform more than 1,800 scans, including upwards of 300 X-rays on injured athletes. Many of those scans helped the athletes return to competition within hours rather than days, a difference that, on the Olympic stage, can mean the difference between glory and heartbreak. It's not just about diagnosing fractures. Imaging can reveal stress injuries before they worsen, detect joint dislocations in seconds, and guide medical teams in making decisions that balance the athlete's health with competitive opportunity. Behind every headline-grabbing performance is a team of sports medicine professionals. Again, the Paris Olympics had a team of over 60 radiologists and radiographers. X-rays give them the ability to see what the naked eye can't, and to act fast. In many cases, the scans never make the news. They take place in a secluded room, far from the action, in the middle of a match, between innings, or during halftime. Sometimes they confirm an athlete can keep playing safely. Other times they are the decisive signal to pull them from competition, to protect them from a far worse outcome. This quick, behind-the-scenes decision-making is part of why careers today last longer than they did decades ago, and why fans often see their favorite athletes bounce back from injuries that once would have been career-ending. From the roar of the crowd to the click of an X-ray machine, sports are full of moments where imaging changes everything. Whether it's diagnosing a hidden fracture, catching an injury before it worsens, or giving the green light for an athlete to push on, these scans have become as much a part of the game as the scoreboard. So next time you watch a player leave the field or court for evaluation, remember, somewhere nearby, a doctor might be reading the image that will decide the next chapter in that athlete's story. Join us next time on Everything Rad as we uncover more stories where medical imaging shapes the way we play, perform, and protect our athletes, one scan at a time.